So the employee management module is one of the modules of Odoo ERP, and there are various sub-modules under it too that the organization can make adequate use of. So under the module itself, we have what we call employees, contract, then you can also check the organization chart. You can set the organization chart for the company. Then we can create employees as they are being absorbed into the organization. So to create an employee, we just click on create and we fill the information, all the biodata of the employee, including having their images. So let me open one that has already been created here, for instance. So we have fields that can be filled in to indicate the first name, the last name, the middle name, field for taking the passport, then the job position, the department, and so on and so forth. So immediately we set the department for an employee and we set the manager. The system will create a small organizational chart. So under the employee details, these are other details that can be taken: the private information, the address, ID, citizenship, passport, that's international passport, the marital status, work permit, so on and so forth. We have HR settings. You can create, generate badge, ID, or PIN code for them that they can be using for logging into the attendance. Then we have vaccination details, their COVID-19 vaccine details, or other vaccination, employee history, checklists. So these checklists can be used for their entry and exit. So if we have a list that everybody must present details before they are absorbed in, you can come here and be checking them. So as I'm checking, the details here will be increasing that, okay, this employee has provided 83%, and if everything is checked, it will indicate that 100% has been provided. And when they are going out to, so if they are supposed to submit a resignation letter, return company properties, notify clearance, HR, and so on and so forth. So as we are checking them to, the exit position too will be, progress too will be indicating the level of compliance of that particular staff. Then we have the status of employee, as they are moving from one stage to another within the organization. Then we can also record their skills and their technical and non-technical skills, their qualification, educational qualification, professional qualification, work experience, and also details about their relatives, their next of kin, so on and so forth. So the information about those people can be their name, the relationship they have, their gender, date of birth, and so on and so forth. So those are the information that can be kept for the individuals. Then we have a section for managing the loans and advances that are being given to individuals. Then we have the disciplinary action side that can be used maybe when someone has erred or maybe they've done something that they need to be queried on. Then we have reporting under the employee management tool. Then we have medical examination that can be used to have records about their medical details and so on and so forth. Then as part of the HR module, we have the recruitment module that can be used to monitor the process, the process of absorbing new staff into the organization. So the job positions can be created, and once they are created, we can actually have them published online. So if I say go to website, for instance, and I want to publish this, so the system will give me the avenue to get that done, and I can set details about the post, give description about it, and make it open for people to apply online. And once they apply, we'll be able to have details about what they've applied for at the back end, and then the recruitment process can be kick-started, and the recruitment unit can sort out the people that are qualified for the position and then take whoever they want to take. Then as part of the HR module, we have attendance module that can be used to record the time of checking in and checking out of individuals. So when a staff comes for the day, they will just click on check in, and when they close for the day, they will click on check out. So the attendance officer can always go back to the attendance list and check the list of the staffs, as in when they check in and also when they check out, and determine for how long they've worked for the day. So we also have a kiosk module that can be set up. So instead of having individuals coming to the system to check in, we can have like a barcode scanner mounted somewhere, and we will have generated badge ID for them. And once they scan the ID, the system will allow them to automatically get their records signed in for the day. And it can also be done manually, such that individuals can be given PIN codes, and they will enter those PIN code. If a staff puts in a wrong PIN code, then the attendance will not be marked for that day. And when they close for the day, they will have to come back to the system to do the same thing, to log out. Also, the system can be configured with biometric devices that people can actually just use, either with their thumbprint of their face, to log in for the day, instead of rather coming into the system to mark their attendance from the system. So the biometric devices can also be used. So as part of the HR unit, we also have a unit. Also, as part of the HR unit, we have the time off module that can be used for staffs to request for leaves. So it's just like a leave management module. Then we have the appraisal module that can be used to set appraisal details about the employees. Then we have the custody module that can be used to indicate what company equipment or tool is given out to a particular staff and when they are supposed to return it. Then we have the payroll module that can be used to generate payroll for staffs, and also from there you can generate their payslips. So the good thing about the system is that once the salary or the payroll is run for a particular month, the system will automatically send details of the payslip to the staff, and to send the details to their email address. So a typical pay slip will look like something like this, with details about the earnings, and then the deductions of the staff, and then their net salary and gross salary is also indicated. So then we have the expense module that can be used by staffs to record their expenses. Then we have the fleet management module. So if the company is having a pool of vehicles, they can come here and create those vehicles. And from there, the system can be used to monitor the fuel usage, the odometer usage, the name of the driver that the vehicle is assigned to, the type of vehicle that it is, and all any other details about the vehicle. So the system can also be customized in such a way that the vehicles or other assets can be tracked real time on the system. Then we have the help desk module that can be used by users to request for assistance when they need the assistance. Then we have the knowledge module, which can be used as a tool to build manuals, that is user manuals on the system, that whenever users need access to certain information on the system, they can just go there and check. Then we have the management system module, which is like a module for monitoring the health and safety and equipment details about the organization, or the HSE, the module. Then we have the survey module that we can use to create surveys and send it out to the interested parties that we want to get information from them. So those are more or less some of the modules that we have on the system.